Hi learners, welcome to AI modules. As you know, we have so many AI modules right from data science, computer vision and natural language processing for learning. Today, as part of that, we would learn salary prediction. Okay, so this is a basic version of data science program. Let's explore that. I would introduce you to salary prediction today and how you could navigate yourself through all these 5 modules. If you are here, we expect you already completed your data science supervised learning module. So that makes sense for you. If you go through this salary prediction, it is all about predicting its employee's salary based on how many years of experience they have. It is a simple, supervised learning model. You could understand the objective over here. It is a predictive algorithm to predict the salary of the employee, and we would be given how many number of years. You would go through all these steps until you reach deployment, and in that process you will learn a lot about the algorithm we are using, and eventually you could deploy that onto your computer and play around with it the way you want. As you guessed, it is having a small data set with 2 variables of features, years of experience and salary, because as I said, it's a basic version to let you understand how an algorithm works behind and how the prediction happens. So we expect you to go through that. And as we always mention, we follow 5-stage model right from data sourcing to deployment. In the data sourcing, you fetch the data and you make sure everything you need, you have it. And then EDN, feature engineering, you clean the data, you cleanse it, and then fill it, impute it, and then extract the right features and feature engineering. You do all those things and make the data predictable data ready for the algorithm. Here you select the right algorithm based on some iterations, and then you go with model optimization where the parameter tuning and optimization techniques you use, and finally you deploy that so that it could be used by the end user or someone else in the cloud or a website, wherever you please. So you have all the required information over here, right from introduction, data sourcing and model building. And for the model, we are using again linear regression. We learned about this in the car price prediction, and here you must have understood about what are the parameters you can do. Okay, you can change. We have data validation and finally deployment. So moving on to the next step, here we have data sourcing. We introduce data over here. We have 2 variables or 2 features, years of experience and salary, and we are talking about a float value and a numerical value over here. So this is what the model considers and then tries to predict the salary. So in this stage, model building, you would understand about simple linear regression. We are using simple linear regression, and then train and test size. You could split how the data given data source, how you want to split it as a train and test, and a ratio of 70-30 or 60-40. That's what you place. We usually use 70-30 for the training purpose, and then you select your normalization and calculation of intercept values. If you're not sure what you're doing, click over here. It will brief you on the linear regression. You have a lot of data over here. This is what we are doing. We are fitting data, giving the historical data and fit intercept. What is fit intercept and normalize? Okay, this is a beautiful way to learn. If you understand the syntax and master this, everything else will be easy for you. So once you are done, if any case, any point of time you're confused what values to choose and all, you reset it. We will give you the normalized reset values. And check accuracy, the R square is 73. These are the parameters that define how accurate or well your model is performing, and you would learn about all these parameters individually during your data science course. Moving on, we have data validation. Here you are validating data by just giving, the purpose of this is you enter the number of years of experience of an employee, and it will predict how much salary he or she could expect. So if I say 2.4 years, and then I predict, so 46,740 rupees monthly salary the employee could expect. So this is just based on the historical data. This is how a training happens, and now the model learned about it, and it is predicting as per your new values. That is the validation of data. So this model explains you how the learning happens, and it all depends upon how you give the data and eventually you predict it. Again, you could explore a lot of these things, go back and check the model, and maybe you could change the coding and all. For that, we are giving you deployment. You have various sources: GitHub, Jupyter, and then PDF, and then finally Python text file. You could download these things and then work on Azure. Okay, it's downloaded here as a Python file, or you could download as a PDF. Okay, you click there, then it will open whatever its background it's opening. Yep. Okay, so here whatever type of file you want, or you could go to GitHub and get the code. This code is available for you. We recommend you to play around with the code and change things as per your need. So anytime you can go back and you could quickly change the way we want. This is very user friendly, and it's all, the purpose is for you to explore and learn, get comfortable and familiarize yourself with the data science modules.